welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going to be caught here left side, Moore. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
That's taken on the 25. Oh, look at the juke. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run now for Nwangu. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, They want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Willis. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
First down catch there by Jahan Dotson. You get the sense watching him that his ascent is only just beginning. More catches, yards, and touchdowns every year at Penn State, and played his way into the first round. A tremendous athlete. He also runs routes with great intelligence.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Willis. They'll get this to Nwangu. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Straight ahead is Nwangu.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd in a couple. His first carry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Jameis to throw it.
Got his man complete, Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Panthers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Play fake. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On the delay, here's Hines.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Winston. Dancing, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
This is fielded at the 27.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Play action, Willis.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Willis. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Third down, it's Willis.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Winston. That's Samuel caught left side. And from the 25 they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ready.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, let's get it to first. Let's go.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Winston.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Second down throw coming by Willis. Left side to Lamb.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. To throw again on 2nd down.
Willis, he'll get this to Kene Nwangu complete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. He'll find Nwangu underneath.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up.
Okay, ready?
But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Willis will look to pass again here. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. 1st and 10, Willis.
Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 3rd down.
5 on this play to move the sticks.
Tag team tight. Tag team tight. Go street. Panther 11. Panther 11.
To throw, here's Willis.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Kene Nwangwu now. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Second down, here's Willis.
And that is incomplete here.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Willis looking to throw it.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Hines now on the return.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Now, that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now, if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Willis. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Willis out of the gun.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one.
Sly able to put this one through. Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, Winston.
Over the middle and complete to Moore.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jameis now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Oh, good move. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is down to 2. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Now Willis to throw.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. And when you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. It just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
Here's Willis. Over the middle, brought in.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston now after the fumble recovery.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped them there, but not to be.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Draw play. This is Hines. And he's got some space here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
A first down throw for Winston. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A give, Dobbins trying the right side.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Winston.
Going to be caught here, left side, Moore.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Winston keeps it himself. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Winston now toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up.
The kick by Bass is good.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. 1st and 10, it's Willis.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Now Willis. Drops this off with Nwangu.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Back to throw, Willis.
And he's got room.
Willis slides safely, and he picks up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Winston. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Willis looking to throw it. He'll find the Wangu underneath, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So the false start will back them up 5. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The full start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Now Willis to throw. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Willis complete. It's Dotson. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. On 1st down, Willis. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Off the play fake, here's Willis. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Touchdown, 49ers. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 40 yards. And the 49ers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Hines. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Willis. That is caught by Lamb.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Now Willis.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Willis.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but That interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed it in.